Hey guys, thanks for stopping in. My video today is TOS, or thoracic outlet syndrome, and it seems like just about everything makes it worse. Good example, I'm out here, it's cold, I have to put on sweatshirt, more clothes. Putting on more clothes makes it worse. It makes just doing that makes my shoulders hurt more. Just stupid little things like that most people wouldn't even think about, and actually it makes a pretty big difference in the summertime when I don't have to wear as many clothes. My shoulders don't hurt as much. It makes a pretty big difference. Just, stupid little things like that. I keep talking about things that have helped me feel better, like joint mobility exercises, vacuum cupping, self-massage. Now, all that stuff in the past 7.5 years has made me feel a little bit better, but that is only I still can only do a small fraction of what a normal person can do. So for me to be doing a little bit better, that's looking at things in my perspective, from a chronic pain patient, from a TOS patient. Most people would still be really complaining. I was just reading an article about baseball pitchers. I know there's some professional baseball pitchers that get TOS, and some of them have surgery, and I've seen some of them go back and pitch, but it doesn't seem like it usually lasts very long. In fact, they said that TOS is actually about the worst injury that a pitcher can get. So, it's kind of funny. When I was young, there was no internet or anything, so I went years and years. I was 29 years old before I ever got diagnosed with TOS, and I started having symptoms when I was about 17 or 18, so it went a lot of years. And what I used to do is sit there and watch sports and read sports injury reports of what these athletes would get and stuff, and trying to always figure out what was wrong with me. And I would never see anything really that they would get that was kind of the symptoms I was dealing with. All these athletes, they would get these injuries and they do rehab, whether it be physical therapy or surgery or whatever, and then pretty soon they were back playing again. And it's everything I would do, to try to stretch, to try to exercise, to try to do the typical things that are usually suggested for injuries would always make me feel worse. So I'm always well, what the heck? Am I just crazy? How come I never heard of this with anybody else? How come, all the stuff I do seems to make me feel worse, and all these, athletes and stuff are doing, stretching and physical therapy and weightlifting and all that kind of stuff would make me feel worse. It was just, it's just crazy. I just never could figure it out. And then when I finally got diagnosed with TOS, I was so happy and so excited I was going to have surgery, and I thought I'd be better. And then after all that, I was worse. So, and the people that I've heard that usually seem to have surgery and do well are young, and they get diagnosed, early on, and then they have surgery, and a lot of those people seem to do pretty good. When you go for a lot of years like I did, and you're older, and you have surgery, it doesn't seem to be nearly as successful. Now, I don't know what the success rate for TOS surgery is. If you ask doctors who do it, they'll probably tell you it's, way up there, 90 or 100% success rate. But I see tons of people that have surgery and are no better or sometimes worse after. So I have no idea what it is. But, it's just so frustrating with TOS. For me, I'm always trying to be positive, but I'm still so limited as to what I can do. I don't know how rare TOS is. personally, I've never met anyone who has it. And, you know, even when I talk about it, people are always like, what is it? What do you have? And, you know, people ask me, oh, you have a YouTube channel. What's it called? TosTinMan. What does that mean? Nobody ever knows. In fact, there's been times like on my cooking channel, it's the same name, TosTinMan Easy Cooking, and people are like, what does that mean? And there's been times where I started thinking, you know what? Maybe I should have just used a different name or something. But when I started that channel, I already had people following me, so I just stuck with the same name. And also, I started YouTube to kind of bring an awareness to TOS. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to stick with it. And if people don't know what it is, they watch me for long enough, they'll start to hear about it a little bit. So maybe that'll help a little bit. I don't know. Sometimes I think it's good for me just to talk because I have nobody to talk to about this stuff that understands it. So once in a while I get someone else who has it and they seem to appreciate the videos, just to, you know, hear about it from someone else who understands what it is. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll talk to you next time.